Good morning, YouTube and people that are looking at our webpage. This is Paul Katroff with 423byland.com. Our phone number is the same as the webpage. We very much appreciate everybody out there that gives us the opportunity to sell our lands to you. Today is a very special day. It's morning time. Time right now is 6:14. The sun has officially come up, and this is a very special video. This is a video where I have the opportunity to show you something. She's a big one, all right. As you can see, I've got some breaking of the bark here. I do have my crack up there. Real dangerous cut. So today I'm gonna do the best that I can to demonstrate what's called a bore cut. It's not a typical cut that somebody would do. And the reason why it's called a bore cut is because it's just not very entertaining. Come on, give it to me. I know. That's not why it's called a bore cut. A bore cut is because the tree is so big that the hinge is going to be located right about here, which is a strip of wood that's going to hold the tree. With a bore cut, you don't just notch the front and then cut all the way through the back like a normal tree. And here's the reason why. The tree is so thick and so strong that when that tree falls, there's going to be so much of the tree left on the inside that it's going to hold that tree, and it's going to do what we call a barber chair. And a barber chair is a term meaning that it's going to lay down, could possibly twist, and the bottom of the tree will stay on the stump, and that's not good. You see, with a big tree like this, your objective is to get this tree off the stump. If it rests and hangs on this stump, that is a terrible situation, because normally if you have a small tree, you're going to cut the underbelly, the tree will drop. This is too big. So when that tree falls, if it's still on this stump, I don't know how to get it down short of getting a backhoe in here to get that part of the stump to hit the ground. So with a bore cut, we're going to notch the front. We're going to stick the chainsaw right through the belly and bore through it, right about to here. So we're going to cut the inside, and it's a real sensitive procedure. And if I do it right, this tree, as it falls, there'll be just enough hinge or tree roots holding it to direct it down, but I want this tree to come off that stump. So with a bore cut, you got to be real careful with this. You want to cut back into about 80% of the tree. So the circumference of this tree is about 28 inches. So what I want to do, I want to go about 23 inches deep, which would bring me right about, maybe about 20 inches. I want to be safe on this one. So I'm going to go about 20 inches deep in this. A bore cut is a cut with 2 or 3 different stages in it. And what we want to do is we want to bore a hole right through the center and cut out the fibers in the center. And the first thing we do is we start by doing a 90-degree cut. Now this is not 90 degrees, I'm going to clean this up a bit. It's real important to keep it nice and clean in there. And when you make your cut and your groove, as you will learn online, you want to be at 80% of the circumference of the tree. So I'm about there at 80%. About 28 inches. My groove is about 23 inches. So I don't really want to go much deeper than that. I'm going to clean this up, then I'm going to bore through there. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave what's called a hinge, which is about 1.5 inches fiber to here. And then we're going to cut through there, and then we're going to drop it at the back. So this should be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it. I bored out the center, and I'm feeling a little nervous about this one. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the back. The success in this cut, I just want you to know, is to get that tree to come off the stump. With a tree this size, if that tree rests on the stump and does not come off the stump, then we have a mess. It's too big to get off the stump, and I'll have to get a backhoe out there to remove it. So the importance of doing it right is really big. That's why I do a bore cut, because the trees are so big that they'll start falling before enough fiber is released from the inside, and it's like a spring load action, and it just stays there, and it's very dangerous. So let's see if we can get the sucker to drop. I'm excited, are you? I am. This is great. Great stuff. Great stuff. That was a big one, guys. Hey, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting, sure. All right, now I'm gonna go critique myself on the quality of the cut that I made. And this is a learning experience, and I want all of you to learn out there that I'm not a professional. But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. All right, that wasn't good. Okay. The ultimate success is getting that stump to fall where you want it to fall. It fell precisely down the middle of the lot. Okay? And that's fantastic. The stump has come off, or the tree's come off the stump. Now, the stump is a categorical mess. It's kind of a close but no cigar. It's not bad. And I can tell you where I went wrong. Okay. This shows me where I did my bore cut. So in looking at my bore cut, I can see right here, it's a little longer. Right here. So it's not the same thickness here as it is here. And that's really important, that this, so out to here, it's going to be this thick. So it got thinner in here, so my bore cut was not good. I think I was a little apprehensive with it. Why that's wrong is, you see how this is longer? You see the long threads? Well, that will make it twist in a certain direction. See, the tree fell to the left of the stump. Ultimate success is getting that sucker to fall right there. But you know, I'm no pro. But you can see where I bored out the center. Another thing is that I was a little apprehensive, a little scared of the tree. And I could have cut this section out another couple inches to here. This would have held the tree. So the less you have to cut at what they call the strap, the back, the cleaner the tree falls. So if you want to get that tree to fall straight, you want this perfectly about an inch, inch and a half thick. You want to bore enough, come back a little farther, and then just tap that back strap and boom, it comes down. Another thing that would help me are wedges. And I didn't have any wedges with me, but I knew the angle of the tree. I knew where it's falling. I was pretty confident with it. But, well guys, I have to tell you, I'm pretty happy. I had fun today. I hope you had fun today. We cut down a big 80-foot tree, and that's the way you do a bore cut, but don't do it on your own unless you have somebody show you how to do it. Mistakes are costly. I got 18 stitches in my leg right now. What do you think of my new chaps? Good luck on everything you do. Call me at 423byland.com.